Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting under...
A header! Big moment! Massive goal! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
The Netherlands are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now he's got space here. Will play through for the wide man. Cafu. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Son Heung-min. Vieira. Davids. And it's Davids. Aims beyond the defence. Shot a goal! And he's stuck it away. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
The Netherlands are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Tottenham have conceded twice already. This is a horribly uncomfortable predicament for them. Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's an imaginative pass. Platini. Well, they've got it again.
Tottenham really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Mbappe. Tottenham with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. Now this could be a chance. Messi! Messi! From another planet! A finish right from the top draw. They are purring, truly purring. And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and an even quicker feet.
The Netherlands find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And here's Chiesa. That is great defending, so alert. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, he's found support out wide. And he was alert to it. Now it's Messi. Baresi. Looking for options for movement. And this is Messi. Robertson does well to get it back. Now he's... Van Basten! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And they win it back again. Messi. White is looking to influence the game from out wide.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
He's a sharp little ball here. Well read, nice interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Could be danger here. And he's got the beating of his man. Shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
The Netherlands are having a ball here. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cafu. Rijkaard. Platini
has been indicated.
Pass their way up the pitch. Cafu. Mbappe. Bullish header! And he couldn't keep it down. Not the most accurate pass. That looks a good ball through. And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's... Oh, terrible. In he goes again! And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
So the action resumes.
Coming on the field is
Tottenham decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, great save by Dida! Oh, terrific save.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Played in by Van Basten. And he's cleared it back out. And now they can spring out of defence. Chiesa providing an outlet on that. Chiesa! Off the post! Brilliantly cut out. Knocks it into space. Tottenham come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now, can they get him away? That's going across goal. And that has earned... He's having a hit! Oh, denied at the last.
Davids probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the pass is intercepted. Dida. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And this is Van Basten. Messi. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Tottenham are looking to go forward now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a lovely pass. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No luck with that dink over the top. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi tries to play it through. Nicely spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries a shot! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Now that's well seen too. And reclaimed it in a trice. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that could set him on his way. It's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! About as smooth as it gets. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass?
There's the shot! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. This time, surely! Robertson tries to pass it through, and this is Van Basten, and he's managed to get free. Great ball, and he's in here. And that is masterful defending. Oh, that's clever. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Great vision. Played out to the left flank. Stood up well to him there. Son Heung-min! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Baresi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now there's a and Messi! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And he's intervened well there. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for a runner. That has been cut short. Chiesa. Oh, that's... Can he finish? That is some save from Khan.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Chiesa! Chiesa! Keeper always had the measure of that. It's their second corner of the game. There's a look and place it forward. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Here's Vieira. Oh, it's Batistuta. And that's a good-looking ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bale. Look, it's Bale! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Chance here to counter. And that will be the final act. Tottenham have very little in the way of excuses here. simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
I'd like to draw your attention to the
So
screen.
what do you take
right
away
now
from it
for
all, Jim?
information on our show.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Van Nistelrooy tries to play it through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Messi. Robertson gets a foot in here. And it's been played through. Rijkaard makes the interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cafu. Well, that is one way to stop him. The Netherlands do have a chance to counter here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson...
And Hullet! Goal, the Netherlands! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And back to the keeper they go. Beckenbauer.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. Robertson. Now it's Hullet. And he's managed to get free. Great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Michel Platini. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Van Basten. Now, what about a counter-attack? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Out towards the flank. Oh, well played, well played. Totti. Totti! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Pull it. And it's Robertson. Cannavaro. Space for him to turn and look. Robertson. And that's aimed into the middle. Robertson gets it away. Oh, he's been charged, surely! And that's a good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
The Netherlands are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the...
And the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Robertson. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
It's a promising position.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Then the chance for a shot! It's in! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Just 1 in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Looking to play him in. Can he finish? And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
The most accurate pass. Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Son Heung-min.
Such good technique.
Can he get on the end of this? He's come in hard. Vieira. Spread it left. And he cuts out the supply. Platini. Vieira. So a temporary halt to the action. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Please turn your attention
well,
to
the
the screen
pickings
for
certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So we're straight back at it. And he leaps for it! Rijkaard. And this is Son Heung-min. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Pullet taking charge of the dead ball.
Well, it looks very much like he's taken this on. From this distance, it's pretty inviting.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Can he spark a counter here? And the through ball. And he's gone looking for safety. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Here's Beckenbauer. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, well measured. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right.
Can he finish?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
And it's Messi. Oh, it's Van Basten. He's had it taken off him. Platini. Davids. Crunching tackle. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Van Basten. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Pullet is behind this one. Pullet!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Oh, Red, nice interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
No way through. That's destined for the flank. Platini. Great vision. And this is Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Van Basten! Van Basten! Scorching strike! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Gorgeous, just gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Son Heung-min, always onto this. And this is Pullet. He is Pullet! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
Cafu, looking for the run. Can he get it through? Oh, it's Son Heung-min. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. And here's Van Basten. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
15.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Number 4.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Platini.
And the counter is on.
Adams.
Neatly clipped into space. And he was alert to it.
Daniel Van Buiten. Number 19. Chiesa. Number 22.
It's a searching pass.
Number 10.
Aims beyond the defence.
Number 6. Manuel Pekin. Number 25. Costa Curta.
Messi might just make this. Schneider threads one in. It's played through for him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Tottenham needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Batistuta.
Oh, good play. And yes, it's there. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Oh, he's been caught. Batistuta has fallen kindly here. And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's got away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Keeper's got good distance on that. And that is the last of the action. Tottenham perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the players at the heart.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now.
And it's been given away. And the shot!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, well played.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a sharp pass.
Looking for options for movement. That's good play. Chance! That is some save from Khan!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No, he's not getting his way this time. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's straight offside. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Messi. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin to that of a wing-back or even a...
And a header!
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Dida herring after the ball here. In again.
He's rising! Goal, the Netherlands!
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Tottenham are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bale. He's shifting through the gears here.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And the pass is intercepted. That has not gone well. And he's gone searching crossfield. Great vision. Totti. And that's an excellent interception. That could spell trouble. No, that's been intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here.
A header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, good spread. And he's intervened well there. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And this is Bale. Impressive jump. It's hit the crossbar.
And no mistake. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Tottenham restore parity.
Bullish header!
Robertson.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Robertson. Now it's Hullet. The muscular approach does pay off here. Messi.
And Messi!
And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Chiesa. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Caught offside that time. And he's gone direct here. Now it's Bale. In with the challenge.
Tidy finish. They've done it. It was coming. They have their reward.
perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Tottenham leading now.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's Bale. Oh, there's a probing ball. Some really good ball movement. Hullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's been played through. That's the end of the first 45. Tottenham have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Tottenham are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
Down to business again. And this is Hullet. And here's Hullet. White cuts out the pass. White tries to play it through. Thinks about the shot.
Goes for a shot!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Robertson, now that looks a decent ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Probing pass. That looks a good ball through.
Shot a goal!
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Son Heung-min, and it's Robertson. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. And this is Hullet.
Chance for a shot!
Cafu getting this one clear. Chiesa, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Vieira. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, this is...
And he shoots! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
The Netherlands are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
White receives it in a wide position.
Oh, great leap! Goal, the Netherlands! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Cafu. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, right place, right time.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well timed, excellent interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Bale, and this is Bale.
Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cafu.
Tottenham really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That looks a good ball through. That's the keeper's ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
The Netherlands clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
It's Son Heung-min!
And that really should have been that.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
So here comes the substitution.
Galego. Number 13. Platini.
And he was quick to react.
23.
Over to the right flank.
Number 4.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Number 15.
Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers
Coming
an
on the
apologetic
field.
look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Number 24. Fernando Torres.
It's a sharp little ball
Number
here.
18.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Number 25. Costa Curta.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, no question, that's a foul.
And it's hit the woodwork and out.
Trying to hit the front line here. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. The final seconds now. Referee has just said play on. And this is Van Basten. Knocks it into space. And that will be it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the players at the heart of it.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started.
And Batistuta!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Tottenham with the corner, they're first.
Towering header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Shoots! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The Netherlands are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Cafu knocks it into space. Platini is flagged offside. And he's picked out the run. And it's White. Robertson does well to get it back. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Can he get on the end of this? He has found the way through. Cross flung in towards the middle. Has a look and place it forward. Platini. And this is
Batistuta! Oh, glorious Bati goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
a quite incredible spell. They are flying. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Tottenham are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's played through for him.
And Van Nistelrooy! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Tottenham find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And here's Messi. Threads one in, and this is Van Basten. Tottenham have hit a quick-fire double here. Nicely aimed pass. Totti finds himself offside. And here's Hullet. Oh, he's been caught napping. Totti. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Platini. He's picked his way through. And they're back on the ball again. And it's White. Oh, it's come loose. Now this could be a chance.
Messi!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Tries to play it through, and he welcomes it in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Khan claims comfortable. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Tottenham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Messi. Rijkaard. Now it's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. Just past the 40th minute mark. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Batistuta. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rijkaard. Messi. And it's Hullet. Oh, good spread. That looks a good cross.
Takes a shot! Goal!
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's Robertson. Cafu clears. He's had a shot! And that's off target.
The Netherlands are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure.
And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. And we are back on the way. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good alertness. Cafu. This looks promising. White. Messi. Now White. Could move up a gear here. Robertson. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's found the... It's run loose, who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Davids gets on his bike and on the move. White.
Oh, good climb! He's got a goal! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Tottenham are looking to go forward now.
Now it's Platini. He's got away. And this is Batistuta. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rijkaard, spread out to the left. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked again.
It's Van Basten!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He is through here. Robertson, and they can counter here, and the through ball. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Back where it came from.
Shot, surely! It's a goal! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Robertson has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Now it's Totti, and it's Michel Platini. No way through. Son Heung-min. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. The pass has gone astray.
Tottenham clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Platini gets across and deals with it. Davids. The ball has bounced loose now. And this is Van Nistelrooy. That's an excellent interception.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that is a little undercooked. Robertson. That's a little off target. Davids. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rijkaard makes the interception. Vieira. That's a sharp pass. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And back to the goalkeeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Tottenham clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Davids. Played out
Minutes
wide.
has been indicated.
The less said about that pass, the better. And this is Hullet. He might be in here. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Van Basten. And that will be it. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's
Hello
something.
everybody, and this is
Not
a quick
ideal for
reminder
either
to let
side,
you
of
know
course,
that you'll be
although
able to
if you
catch
look